What's up, everybody? Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Yeah, no big whoop. And
What?
what are you doing?
I'm playing.
Playing what?
Uh-huh. Look at that.
Look at this man go.
Playing Pokemon Leaf Green.
Huh? He did it. He
I'm
actually
attached
did
to the
it.
wall. I'm attached to the wall because I don't have 4 AA batteries. But whatever.
It's fine. Hey, we got a little something there, and he's playing Pokemon while he's on a live stream with us. I mean, we can't complain. We can't complain, guys. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday. And we have a lot going on today, especially Willy, because he has to jump on and play Mario 2 for us.
I don't have to. I chose to do it. No, I mean peer pressure or whatever. I agreed to do it. But
because
because y'all wanted to see me be really bad at video games.
Oh my god, yeah, you're so bad at video games. Sure, because you know what, you're not that. Yeah, you know what, you're not that bad. You're pretty bad at video games. Only lately, but like the older console ones, the newer model ones, you're pretty good still.
Not really.
Are you sure?
I've gotten used to playing sim games, driving games, and fighting games.
Yeah, you kind of got into that, but it's fine. Hey, you're doing something right. Am I right? Huh?
All right, let me just. I just picked my starting Pokemon. I'll save now. Give me a second.
Pokemon did you? What Pokemon did you get?
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. All right, that's not bad. But guys, today we have a lot of things we're going to be talking about, and a lot of things that happened today, actually. And I'm just going to be kind of scrolling through some of the things and talking about it while Willy is getting himself together, technically.
All right, light it up.
Light him up. Here we go. There we go.
All right.
There we go, folks. We're gonna see Willy lose it today.
Mind you, I have not played this game in years. I don't remember the shortcuts. I don't remember the secrets. I barely remember how to play. I do know that I like this game.
What? That's fine. That's more than fine, Willy. I don't think we have nothing to argue about here. But yeah, man, today there's a lot of things that have been happening, man, in the gaming and movies, and we're gonna be bringing it up, man.
I saw that Nintendo did its direct on Super Mario World today.
Yeah, and I missed it.
And
but what happened?
I didn't see. I couldn't get see it because work was driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, then you and me both were in pretty much in the same predicament. Well, so that happened. Let me see if I can find the article for that and kind of like chit chat about it, because I'm guessing they kind of explained why the $80 game price point was a thing.
I want them to explain to me. I want them to explain to me why Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition is going to be $90. I want to hear that explanation.
That one. All right. Well, we're going to be finding out a little bit about that, man. But yeah, I'm kind of still looking around here while we're getting situated with your gaming and stuff like that. But a lot of things have came up, Willy. Like, for instance, did you know that they dropped the first Twisted Metal 2 trailer already? For season 2?
I did not know this.
Man,
please,
I gotta tell you this much. It looks awesome. First of all, some of the characters I'm not going to remember, so I'm going by the article. They already showed off Mayhem, Vermin, and Dollface, and I can imagine which was Dollface because I saw it. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who it is already. And they show it off, and of course they show off Calypso a little more this time. The only one person I did not see, and I'm kind of disappointed the fact that they didn't show it, was Axel. And you know what? I'm gonna wait to the season start. But what I can tell you, Willy, what it did show was a lot of the mayhem with the cars fighting each other this time. So the first season was pretty much like just a story arc. Just we can know what Anthony Mackie, who he's gonna be with that girl in that car and all that stuff. So it was kind of story arc for that, and of course to see Sweet Tooth and everything else in between. But here they're already establishing the race. We already got Calypso pretty much kind of like setting down the rules of the road already. But he didn't really say it so much. It was just kind of more like, here's Calypso, here's him doing some things, and pretty much going past that. And then they showed off a couple of characters already: Mayhem, the Dollface, and everybody else, and Raven.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited, and the fact that they're showing more of the cars going at each other, shooting, pretty much like the game, pretty much like the same thing like we saw in the game. And
Well,
I'm overly excited for that. And the season wasn't like that, like the show wasn't so bad. It was of course a slow burner, waiting to see it, and I was like, all right, I'm down. I'm good for this.
I remember you being quite a fan of the show.
Yeah. I thought the show was pretty good, man. And especially when they showed off, technically when you already get Sugar Tooth, Sweet Tooth already lighting up his head on fire. And then you see how he lost that eye, and you see a lot of the story kind of like already happening in front of you. Because of course, like I said, the beginning of the whole thing is kind of like a whole story arc, slow burn, building up. And then once you see it, you're like, oh, it happened. And then you get excited. So seeing that they showed all that happening in season 1, and they just kind of mentioned, yeah, we're going to have the race. Calypso's going to be involved. And then everything else is just going to go, it's going to happen. So I was like, all right, I'm happy. I'm glad for this. They're bringing up the game as supposed to be, and how everyone's going to be, oh, that's a sad die right there.
I mean, sad is my name.
No, it's not.
You know
But
this.
But still, the fact that they're establishing all that now, and they're going to give you a season 2 with more of it, I'm okay with it. I'm just kind of worried on how we're gonna get the whole racing into this story. Like, besides because we already know if you're a champion in this race, there's there's reasons for it. You're doing it for a reason. I forgot what was Sweet Tooth. I forgot what was Sweet Tooth's reason for winning this race. I remember there's a lot of people that are just trying to do it for judgment, to get back at somebody. Even some of them just to get out of the hellhole they're in right now. So I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. But that's technically my forte on Twisted Metal 2, season 2.
Okay. I never saw the first one. Like I said, I heard that you enjoyed it, which fine. But it wasn't I never got to. I gotta be honest. I've been in a situation now where I don't want to be watching nothing. Because nothing really interests me.
I understand. And you know what? That's fine. What I can tell you that you need to watch, man, is Daredevil 2. Daredevil 2, I'm saying.
Daredevil Born Again.
Yes, Born Again. I honestly can tell you, man, right there, man, that's a good show. Slow burn, like I told you, very slow burn. Like, it's kind of hard to pick up a little bit. It picks up when it wants to, but it's just kind of like that. It's just kind of like going. But when you see the 2 last episodes, because those 2 last episodes are the people that made Daredevil on Netflix, you can see that dynamic change right there in front of your eyes.
You did mention that.
And it's interesting because I'm like how are they gonna make it work? And then when you see it, you're like, okay, they made it interesting. It has speed. It has a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I can watch the show now.
I'm sure the show had a reason. This might not have been a good reason,
absolutely,
but it was a reason.
Absolutely. But I just felt that with this show, it was like, okay, I'm kind of digging of what's going on, kind of dramatic a bit, but I was not getting tired of it, but I was just kind of like, come on, like, let's get to the good stuff already. Like, everybody was happy to see John Berthel. First of all, once we see him in one of the episodes, everyone's happy. You get to see it. Oh God. And the first thing that comes to your head is like, oh man, Punisher's back. But it's a quick little episode that you see there. Nothing too extraordinary. And the only thing that goes in your mind is, now what? Like what's gonna happen now?
What's the level of violence?
On the last 2 episodes, high. Hi, hi, hi. Howdy,
Yeah.
howdy, howdy, ho. Like, hi.
I mean, did you have to bring up a the
Yes.
Blues Brothers?
Oh my God, yes. Because you know this, man. I have to. But
Very well.
it's really high. Like, it's so high, I didn't expect it to come. And
Mm-hmm.
especially in the last episode. Because I was like, okay, this is good, a good ride. But that last episode, dude, you see all the blood, all of it, especially in the main part when you see Frank and Daredevil just fighting everybody. I'm not gonna say who
Mm-hmm.
because spoilers and whatnot, but Frank just says fuck it. He just does it. He just he's not playing. If that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, the man never plays.
Oh no, man, he don't. He just said, you know what? This is gonna happen, and you're gonna accept it. But there's always this
Was there
little
1 year?
dynamic between Punisher and Daredevil that I really like the most.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're just
Here.
there, kind of like okay, I want to see how they act when they're together and all that stuff. But the dynamic in this episode is like if they're best friends. Like there's one
Mm-hmm.
scene that pretty much Daredevil escapes the hospital because he was gonna get pretty much murdered. Um
Something you try to
he's
avoid actively.
Yeah, pretty much he was in no position to escape, if that makes
Mm-hmm.
any sense. Like he was all banged up, really banged up.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you this much that he was like I have to get the hell out of here, like whatever. Like you can see in his face, like I need to go. Things would
Mm-hmm.
happen, went back to the house, and Punishers are waiting for him. And then pretty much he's like, this house sucks. You have nothing good here. You have no coffee. What type of person lives in a house like this? And I just started laughing. I'm like,
Fabulous.
everything that's going on, you're gonna complain about no coffee. And I was like, you know what? I get it.
I
But
mean, if we've learned anything from Airplane 2,
yeah,
coffee is the most important thing.
extremely important. But I
You don't
just started
remember
laughing
Airplane
because
2, do you?
yeah. Wait a minute. The two kids that we're talking about or something else?
No, 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 no. Not the I take it black like my men. No, not that one.
Oh, you're talking about the couple that she doesn't drink 2 cups of coffee when
You
we're
don't
at home.
remember. In Airplane 2, the whole premise was that they were going to fight on the moon.
Yeah, I
It
remember
was
that
a
part. Yeah.
space shuttle that, was was a shuttle that traveled to the moon.
Yes.
And somehow Captain Over still had a job. But we won't talk about that.
No.
Whatever. The computer system goes crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sending the shuttle to the moon, to the sun. And when the Captain Over is trying to figure out all the things that are going on, they go, "Okay, is there anything else that's going on?" One of the stewardess says, "Yes, we're also out of coffee." Like he was very calm. Oh, okay. Headed toward the sun. Oh, okay. Computer malfunction. Oh, okay. Anything else? Yeah, we're also out of coffee. God damn it! If I've told him one time, I've told him 1,000.
Chaos.
Yes, ma'am. Are you telling us everything? No, we're also out of coffee.
That part for me was amazing. Pardon me, I just
The entire
took off
movie is
the
amazing.
video right quick. Yeah, no, that I'm telling you right now, that whole scene to me was amazing.
Okay, I want it to be known. I have made it to level 1 to World 1-3.
No, you're killing it. You're actually doing amazing right now.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoy this game more than I like
No, I know you do.
the original Mario Brothers. Okay, I guess I'll
But the fact that you're
try.
doing it is just fun. I'm glad of the fact that you're killing it right now.
Are you saying like I'm killing that shit? I'm killing that shit. Oh yeah, I'm killing that shit. No, you don't know anything about logic. That's all right. I knew that was going to happen.
No, absolutely.
But anyway, what I really want to hear about is the Nintendo Direct for Super Mario World. Mario Kart World, I should say. Sorry. So, you have anything about that?
On the what again?
Mario Kart World.
That's the thing. I haven't even, I'm still kind of trying to find things. Trying to make sure that I can have something that I can talk about, but I can't really find anything.
No.
The only thing I do want to say is that there's a lot of people complaining about the price still, which still to me is kind of like wondering like why they're still going at the whole thing with the price still.
Because what you call this? Analysts and stuff look at it from a very dry perspective. Oh, you guys are getting a lot of money, a lot of value for $80, and you should look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
But being told, hey, a video game that you may want to play is not going to cost you, say, $10, $20 more than you're used to.
Yeah.
That's going to piss people off. God damn it.
Oh, no, a lot of people are going to be pissed off. That's a fact. One thing that I'm noticing here that Mario Kart World Direct reveals new and returning courses, even more characters. So I guess there's more than meets the eye. Transformers.
Well, but, I mean, if you saw the first Direct that announced the Switch, you would have seen that. Yes, there's a lot more characters.
Yeah. Man, I'm seeing the characters listed. This is long.
Oh no, it's the number of characters is ridiculous.
Like, there's no way you're gonna get bored choosing whichever character you want. They have the list. I got there right now.
Someone that we both follow on YouTube, was looking at the original the Nintendo Switch Direct, and was like saying, why are they having so many characters that don't have arms drive cars?
You know what? I wonder the same thing. You're still there, but I'm putting right now the list that they're showing here on IGN. And bro, I'm telling you, the list is long and lengthy. And I'm pretty much you're gonna have the regulars, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Rosaline, Pauline, Yoshi, Toad, Koopa Troopas, Baby,
obviously,
Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy. You're gonna have those. But then when you keep going down, you're gonna have a cow. La Kitu?
Yeah, no, from Mumu Meadow, whatever.
Okay, you have Toadette, Bowser Jr., Birdo, King Boo, Shy Guy, Donkey Kong, of course, Nabbit, Piranha Plant, Hammer Bros, Monty Mole, Sidestepper. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, and I'm still not even down, like fully down there yet. You're gonna have a dolphin freaking driving a car, a dolphin. Seriously.
Dude.
What
Goomba
the hell, bro?
Driving a car.
No, that's hilarious. You're gonna have Fishbone, dude. Look,
Pokey. I saw Pokey driving.
Yeah, Pokey is for sure driving, and it's still mind-boggling. I'm telling you right now. And like they still keep going about it. And the fact is they're still aiming for the June 5th arrival of the Switch 2. And the price is still $80. The only thing I just don't get yet is the whole argument about that. They were going to talk about the prices and why is it worth $80.
I think
I'm trying to find it. I remember there were people talking about it, and I just found it pretty interesting that that's one of the key points that I really wanted to bring up. And let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
I'll get rid of you.
Mario Kart World $80 price defended by former PlayStation boss, and pretty much let me see the former PlayStation executives. I'm not gonna pronounce that name. Has commented on the $80 price point of Mario Kart World, saying that although he was surprised to see Nintendo go that high, he defended the decision to do so. Now, Willie. We've been gamers for a long time. I've even seen articles from KB Toy Store or what other game? Well, whatever other stores that they showed the Super Nintendo games were worth almost around $80 and $90 back then. And that was a straight up cartridge and certain games that I look at it now. I'm like, man, $80 for Judge Dredd. And I was like,
But there's
you know
a
what?
reason for that.
Of course. That's why I want you to explain to us that reason.
Okay. And I touched on this once before. The thing with Super NES games were that a lot of the power that the Super NES had was not in the console, but in the cartridges.
Yeah.
They would regularly. Monster's gonna kick my ass. Watch.
Move fast, princess. Oh. Wolf. This is actually pretty terrifying already.
I'm not having fun.
There we go. That one. Throw it. God. You have to play as Toad. He's the fastest.
He is the fastest. But the thing about Princess is that she can float.
That too.
Damn it.
Ooh, that was a good catch.
I wasn't trying to catch it. Whoops.
All
right,
folks,
so
let's see how Willy does here. Go ahead.
I died. So as I was saying, the power of the games was the cartridge, not the console, because Super NES games, a lot of games had special chips that would let it do things that were impossible for the console to do.
Okay.
God damn it. The whole thing of blast processing might have been bullshit, but the Genesis was more powerful than the Super NES.
I agree. Okay.
I should have gotten Toad, because Toad is faster at picking things up.
Yeah, but make this interesting. I like this. This is a good challenge.
Oh yeah, man. Let's have Willy have 43 heart attacks.
Come on, one more hit. That's all you need. There you go.
Dead.
Attaboy. See, wasn't that hard.
I'm not taking the credit for that one.
So you were saying about the price point.
So, for example, a Star Fox or a Donkey Kong Country 64, Donkey Kong Country, no, not 64.
Yeah.
Or an Earthbound. Those games had chips that increased the ability of the Super NES to do its thing. So the games themselves would be more expensive. And trust me, people were not happy with that back then, because the average game back then was $40 or $50. Now imagine having to pay double that just because a game has a special little chip.
No, I imagine that, dude. And the thing is that there's also another thing you got to think about, that not only the price point for those games were that high, but you don't have the same thing where they're pushing now, which I find that interesting, that everyone's kind of complaining about it. I mean, I'm complaining about the $80 price point, but the thing is, like, think about it. You had, okay, I am going to be saying this wrong, because for sure it's not going to be right. And it's the fact that that games nowadays, you get like extra stuff because of the content, not the content, the developers and stuff that they make for these games. So back then is you get this one game for that one price, but that's it. But you're gonna get a full game, versus the games that we get now. It's kind of like not even a full game, which we already know that for a fact, and you're paying for it double what you're paying for, and still waiting for developers to give you updates. But even when they give you the updates, you have to pay for certain content for that game, which I find it like, okay, I can see why you're going to be paying this much for a game, but it's kind of unfair for the gamers, if you ask me.
All right, what you're talking about, is something that's come up the last 5-6 years with developers wanting to carve out parts of the game to resell you later.
Got it. And
yes, that is a problem, but I mean, just about anything with regards to games nowadays is a problem.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Tell me.
Games back then, they had no choice but to give you a full game. You bought a cartridge, you can't update the cartridge.
That's the program. Like, okay, sometimes I understand the price point, but then when you're looking at the fact that they're giving you a $80 game and it's not a full game sometimes. But I'm not trying to justify also Nintendo, because I know Nintendo sometimes give you, quality stuff at times. Now it's a little tougher, but for that price point, I know they'll kind of give you a full game, but then they're gonna give you some sort of updates later on, like the following year. I mean, Nintendo's been behaving at least at that part when it comes to stuff like that. But
Not necessarily.
No.
For example, I want them to explain to me why the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, an 8-year-old game, it costs $80. No, sorry, $90.
Hey, thank you, Duke. And yeah, man, we try to bring it, way back Wednesdays and Throwback Thursdays, to play classic games and talk about gaming news and stuff like that.
It's supposed to be a gaming thing. It's about a Wednesday thing, I should say.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday thing, but sometimes when we skip Wednesday, we bring it to Thursday. So we try to keep it in the same niche of classic gaming.
Pero bueno, comparing games back then to games now is kind of tricky, specifically because things are a lot different. Remember, the first console to include any kind of online was the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And that was 56K. Some people used it, some people didn't. Can I go down here? No, I cannot. So, I mean, either way, the dick moves back then were charging you $80, $90 for admittedly a good game. But the good game, do I have $90 to spend in 1994?
My God,
maybe not.
You would have been like a millionaire if you did.
Forget about being a millionaire.
I mean, think about it. Back then, but think about it. In the 90s, if you had $100 to spare, like that, like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a game. Oh, God, that sucks. Like you had $100 like that just in your pocket just to buy a game. That meant you had some serious flow at least, or you knew how to save some money.
Well, I mean, gamers know how to save money when they need to.
Yes.
You go and tell me right now, all right, this game that you want, it costs $150.
Yes.
I'm gonna find a way to save my pennies. Might not be successful, but I'm gonna try.
Exactly.
But nowadays, the prospect of video games is a lot more expensive. Because
it is.
They'll go and tell you, oh, $80 for the kind of value that you get. You're getting a lot for your money.
Yes,
I am. Okay, but guess what? That's not the only thing you're going to sell me. Because you sold me Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. I guess I wasn't supposed to go there.
That's why I was like, where are you going?
I guess that's dangerous.
Job,
what you call this? You can go and tell me, all right, pay $60 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a good deal, whatever. But then you turn around and say, yeah, but now we have DLC. And this DLC, and you get a few more racers, a few more tracks. And, and all of a sudden, the $60 I spent has turned into $120. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Oh, wait.
Hold that thought. John, welcome to the stream, brother.
John, I was waiting for you, my dude.
Yep, we were waiting for you because this was the day you get to see Willy play Mario Brothers 2. And actually, he's doing pretty well.
Actually, I don't know where the hell I am right now. But all right. To continue. Oh, okay, this way. To continue. So, yes, you can sit there and make whatever excuse you want about value and all that bunch of stuff. it's gonna ring hollow to me because for all that value I'm supposed to be getting, I'm paying more money. And oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna want me to pay even more money later. True or not true?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Anda carajo, I had to go and mess it up.
It happens, Willie. It's okay.
But it happens to me all the goddamn time.
No, it happens to on a frequent basis right now. Oh God, really? That one time we wanted the show to actually come back.
If you're here for expert video game prowess, you're on the wrong channel.
I'll tell you that much. He's not wrong. But we are going to give you at least our point of view and thoughts of certain things within the gaming world.
Yeah, see, I know those things.
Oh God. Wow. Oh jeez.
My shit always works sometimes.
Let me see what John got to say here. Hey, I'm here to see Willie Xing his skills and I have a pizza.
At least he'll enjoy the pizza.
Well, he made it to 2 final stages so far. So that's
I made it to 2 too.
Enjoy the pizza.
Yeah, at least you're getting a good pizza out of
it. Man. Well, Willie, yeah, so that's pretty much the whole shindig of the whole Mario.
There's a bit more to it. There's a bit more to it because
there is. I'm pretty sure about it. But again, this is, we're getting some of this news from IGN and whatnot. So that's why I'm like, yeah, there should be more than that. But
we'll probably
save that for like another show or so.
God. This is where I end. This is where my gaming ends.
Without losing a life? Wow. No, he lost
lives. Lives were lost.
Lives were lost. All the lives were lost.
All right.
Now, Willie, I really want to talk to you about something that came up today in movies, and is the Fantastic Four trailer that they dropped today. And they showed us a lot of things in there, which I was kind of impressed and happy at the same time. But no, actually, I was impressed and happy. But I still have concerns, like always. For instance, we got to see the Silver Surfer, the female Silver Surfer, and a lot of people are complaining that the Silver Surfer from the movie from the 90s looked a little more fleshed out and better than the one that we got here, because they thought that this one kind of looked a lot like the Terminator from the movie. Just kind of like I don't know, like there was no, like there's nothing there, just hair, face, some boobs, and like a little bit of body, but it's like, but it's still kind of like robotic look like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself right.
No, I get you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like I feel like the one from the Fantastic Four from back of our days, they showed like more tone to the body, more facial expressions, stuff like that, which I was like, okay, I can see why people didn't like this one. But I'm not gonna sit here and also complain about it, because we got to see a lot more than just that. First of all, we got the whole thing that Sue Storm is pregnant, and that's why I told you, I go, Willie, it's gonna get real, and it's gonna get too real. Because from what you told me, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, her being pregnant means we're getting Franklin Richards.
Yes,
which is setting up a lot of things. Franklin Richards, for those who don't know, is an Omega level mutant.
Yes.
He's extremely powerful. And having him on there is, God damn it, is setting up a lot of high horsepower stuff.
Of course.
Because he's no joke.
I know he's not. He's pretty much a heavy threat.
No, he's not a heavy threat, but he's a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's put it this way: if he were the only hero in Avengers Doomsday, Dr. Doom would still have problems.
Jeez.
Because again, Franklin Richards is an Omega level mutant.
Gotcha.
Famously in the comics, he created a universe.
I see.
Anyway, what were we gonna say?
No, that I'm just kind of curious about the whole thing about her being pregnant and whatnot with the kid, and stuff. But one of the things I want to discuss is I feel they showed a little bit more than what we can that we can take right now. Like the fact is, one of the things they showed is I what I feel is what we're gonna be going through in the emotions of this movie. Pretty much you see Reed Richards already discussing at the fact that they have the Silver Surfer came to their universe because of him, because I think of a portal he opened up by mistake.
No, what he's saying is when they went to space, that they went, and they got their powers.
Yeah.
He's pretty much saying that announced to the rest of the universe that they're a thing, and he's blaming himself for Galactus noticing the planet.
Yeah.
I don't think he really understands that Galactus didn't necessarily need an invitation. He's just like, hey, a planet.
Yeah. But within that trailer, they showed a little more than what we bargained for, and I kind of went through it slowly because
you know what, I was doing a lot better until John got here.
It's all John's fault. I'm actually gonna put pause. I'm gonna put pause on the video because I want to show it off a little bit because I feel there's more to this trailer than meets the eye, if I should say.
Of course there is.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, for instance, within the trailer, you see that they're showing, the whole space launch and whatnot. They're showing everybody in America kind of happy about the Fantastic Four. And they kind of been doing this whole greeting thing. Like, oh, thank you, Fantastic Four, whatever. You also see a good picture of Ben Grimm dressed up. Like, he doesn't just wear the trench coat now. He's actually wearing like a suit, a little tie, a hat now, and people are not too scared of him, at least in this universe, because they're even asking him to freaking lift cars and whatnot. So now, in this part right here, they show you what it looks like I will probably say like the stars are falling and like the sky is coming down at them. And what you and I thought a while back, we thought that was going to be the ending. But now I come to find out that the Silver Surfer is coming through that big old hunk of freaking space dust and whatnot. While that's going on, I'm noticing that the characters are dressed like if they're in a party. So whatever, I fast forward a little bit more, and I'm noticing, pretty much that they're like they were like on a get together, and we get the introduction of the Silver Surfer. Pretty much they're coming in. And is going to talk to the guys. They're going to talk to everybody, let them know what's going on, and ask the questions if they're the protectors of this world. And kind of like a Dan Aykroyd move from the Ghostbusters, they're going to say, yeah, they are the protectors. And she just pretty much bluntly told them that they're fucked. That's it. They're scarred. The world's going to go to shit because Galactus is coming. And and pretty much you can see Reed Richards just kind of like fuck, what did I do, man? And while she's talking, I also noticed that she has like this giant hologram behind her. Like, if in case you don't see her, you're gonna see her either way, type of thing. And she's just pretty much saying what's up in Times Square and at this time, and everything's going pretty much like, it's pretty much what we're expecting. And of course you have freaking Johnny Storm trying to chase her down, grab the freaking oh my god, the surfboard. And we don't know why he's doing that, but I guess he's trying to grab her to talk to her or to just, who knows, kick her ass. I don't get it. But he's in space, the flames are off, and she pretty much kicks his ass back into space, and you see him kind of like floating there, looking up, like kind of like oh shit, I'm up here. But again, then we have the part where Reed Richards is pretty much explaining to Sue that he messed up, he messed up big. Like he set up some sort of portal or something that they saw him, and that's what led them to their world. Now, the thing here is Willie. The thing here, Willie, is that what?
Look at what I did.
No, okay, let me go see. Oh, I got my thing.
I beat the guy, but I couldn't get on his flying carpet.
Oh, so you're like halfway out. That sucks. So then back to this again. So then you have Reed Richards pretty much talking, and like kind of with this look of fear in his eyes, like he knew he messed up somewhere along the line. But now when you keep going with the trailer, you know, you see him that they're having a press conference, they're going to space. Ask Richards, like, you know, are we gonna be okay? And he's like, I'm not even sure. He's just pretty much letting him know, like, he has no answers for this one, and he has a very worried look in his face and whatnot. But there's a part of the video, and I'm putting it up now, where it shows, I'm guessing, the Fantastic Four spaceship, where it looks like to me that Galactus is tearing up one of the worlds right now. And I wonder if that's what made the Silver Surfer follow them, or they set off some sort of trail, or like some sort of breadcrumbs that goes right back to Earth, and kind of like lead them back to us, technically, you know, where we see kind of Galactus coming back, like coming to Earth. You see them kind of suiting up, ready to fight, looking pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the whole uniform looks pretty dope. Looks really dope. And there's so much happening towards the end of this video that I'm kind of curious into how this is going to leave everybody, because the way I'm seeing this, Willie, is they're going to abandon that timeline, which is going to get destroyed by Galactus, and they're going to go to our 616 our universe 616, and that's where we're gonna be freaking getting them technically, you know, warning us about Galactus and what not to do. But something around there, it kind of has me a little thrown off, because if their whole thing is about time travel and stuff like that, the loop in the world, didn't Tony already kind of did that already when he tried to save the world in the first time?
Oh my God, so stupid. Anyway. Yeah, Tony had his whole, he came up with the whole concept of time travel and how it works, whatever. But we don't know how they're going to tie this into the 616. Just that they're pretty sure, we're pretty sure that this is not the 616.
No, this is not the 616. They're coming to the 616.
Yes. The question is how. We don't know yet. I say they just showed you enough for you to try to, you know, get an idea of the story beats that they're going to have without giving too much of the movie away.
Gotcha. I think they gave more than the story away to me. At least in my eye, I feel like there's more. They already gave a lot, and we're just going to watch, like, let's say, like the Titanic, for instance. We know what happens, but now we're just watching it happen.
But I wouldn't put too much thought into what you're seeing.
Okay.
Remember that one thing that Marvel's very good at is hiding the ball.
Indeed. But that's why I'm kind of scared also that they showed more than what we can handle.
No, I don't think
not we. I mean, I can handle it because I know what I'm expecting, and I'm expecting that kind of a story that we're going to be seeing.
What I'm getting from this is first of all, the characters are playing to type. Reed is always the concerned father figure, who always overthinks things.
Yeah.
Sue is Sue. She keeps the family together.
Got it.
And
she makes sure of it too.
Yeah, Johnny is a douchebag.
Got it.
I think we can all agree to that.
Yes.
And Ben is just a pragmatic guy. He's like, whatever. Whatever happens, we'll make shit work.
Technically, yeah.
All right. We see the one thing that I'm happy for with this movie is that the Fantastic Four is already established.
Yes.
We don't have to go through another freaking origin story for how they became who they are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about.
I think that origin story. I think that origin story is just going to be a quickie, if you ask me.
I mean, it's going to be kind of a exactly how you saw in the trailer, where the guy in the show is like, they went to space, this happened to them, and now they're the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Not only are they established, but they're liked, very much liked. I'm an idiot.
You got hit by a ninja.
An NG, please. Thank you.
NG.
Anyway.
But yeah, so, I think that you're right about that. Like, they're just gonna skip the whole let's show you how this happened type of thing. You're gonna get enough to be like, okay, this is how it happened, but there's more to it. Like, there's more to the story than just them turning into freakish mutant. Jump and get the mushroom.
There. I was gonna do that.
Sorry, I just panicked because it was right behind you.
Oh my god! But you want to see this man panic? We need to play. What was it? Until Dawn? No, it wasn't Until Dawn. What was the zombie game that we played?
Jesus, I can't remember. But I hated that game so much because then you're just like, oh, hey, let me look at this. Oh, look, a spoon.
Dying Light.
And Dying Light.
Dying Light. This individual right here was scared to death. During the daytime, the zombies are like nothing. They're just walking around. A couple of them do the Twitter dance. A couple of them don't even care who you are.
Yeah.
But at night, they get really aggressive. And then I'm walking during the daytime. During the daytime, I'm walking, and I'm just saying, okay, they're not going to do anything to me. It was a move where I was walking around, and all of a sudden I turned to my right, and there's a zombie right next to me. Poor Punisher needed a change of pants.
I hated that because I'm always aware of my surroundings. I want to kill everything so I can be looking for things. But the thing is that you're just there, just kind of like willy-nilly, just like kind of walking around like, oh yeah.
Well, hey, the key is the word that you use there, Willy. I am Willy.
Yeah.
Willy has no time for zombies. Did we or did we not get out alive?
Yes.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
But still, I hated it.
That's because you are a poopy pants.
Sir, how dare you say poopy pants like I don't like TV? How dare you?
As long as you don't say Pigeon Poopenheimer.
Oh, my mother was Pigeon Poopenheimer.
JonTron reference. Anyway.
Yes.
So, I like the fact they've established the Fantastic Four as a thing in this world.
Yes.
As heroes that people are actually, liking.
Yeah.
They're popular.
Absolutely.
Then you see shit goes down. Mm-hmm. Now you see something else beforehand. God damn it, Willy. How do I have the knack for doing that?
How did you do that?
How do I have the knack for doing precisely that? And now I have to go back to World War I.
Oh God.
And I was doing well.
Wait.
Well,
John, notice your mistake. Here we go. Willy's doing better than Super Mario 1.
I told you I'm better at this game.
Wow.
I told you I'm better at this game.
That was a complete compliment. Wow. All right.
I know.
I'll give it to you, John. That is true.
I appreciate it.
He did good. Even though we're about to run the hour. But yeah.
Listen, I said I was gonna play better. I didn't say I was gonna play good.
That is true.
Go
ahead.
So all those things I'm cool with. Yeah. I think at one point you see that they're getting into a fight, I 100% believe that's Mole Man. Because in the comics, the first the first bad guy they face is Mole Man.
Okay.
Pero everyone knows the big baddie is Galactus.
Of course.
Carajo. Yeah. I lost my mojo. That's all right. I'm having a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it does, man. We're having a great time here on the live stream, and we'll just chit
So yeah, Galactus comes up. We all know that's the big baddie.
Yes.
And they have to find a way to beat him. And true to character, Reed is very pragmatic, and he's like, I don't know if we can defend you. Yeah. He's not saying it because he thinks they're weak. He just, you see a guy that's taller than most of the buildings in your city, and walking down Main Street, you're gonna have some problems.
No, definitely. All the problems are there. The fact that you're gonna have the guys is walking, like just strolling through the whole thing and tearing all the buildings, and the first thing they're gonna come and say, "Are you gonna take care of us?" I'm just gonna be looking at them like, "Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be out of here right now."
I'm gonna be like, listen, for real. I'm gonna see what happens, like, because what happened was, I'm gonna be legit, Oh yeah, a dude that lives underground and calls himself the Mole Man. Yeah, I can beat that person up 15 ways till Sunday.
Of course.
But this dude is taller than your buildings.
Yes. And he eats planets.
And he eats planets. I'm saying tempered expectations. I'm gonna do my best. We'll do my best. We're gonna do E for effort and T for nice try.
Yes. I was going for that. Perfect.
As far as the Silver Surfer, I haven't seen anything yet that makes me think that's going to be problematic. Is it? I mean, can it be? It can be.
I mean, I saw enough to be like, okay, there she is, but not enough to be like, it sucks. I mean, we're just watching a trailer, so it depends. We're going to be seeing what we're going to see when she comes in the big screen. So we're going to have to wait.
One thing I will say is, sometimes people go and put such weight onto trailers that you would think that the freaking thing is the movie itself.
Just about, because you get a lot of focus on the thing a lot, you know what?
Damn it. And yes, you want to be able to see from the trailer what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
But let's calm down, folks.
Yeah, I agree.
If it would have been something like thinking about a movie that didn't give me anything from a trailer. Oh, a Minecraft movie. Which, by the way, I started seeing it. I had to stop.
Why?
The movie was beginning to hurt my soul.
But it was fun, like in a weird way, though.
It's fun. I see where the fun is for the children's. Of course I did that. For the children's. Because, I get it. There's a lot of things there. Jason Momoa, his performance, like, I am imagining him going to whatever theater they do this to pick up his Razzie. At least he's a good sport about it.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, his character is like, if I could punch a 6'6" man and get away with it, he would have my knuckle marks all over his face. And the best thing I can say about Jack Black is that he's being Jack Black.
Yes.
Which I don't know is a good thing.
Hey, Willy, did you cheat and 1-1 finally?
In this 1-1? Wait a minute.
Hey, Willy. No, he's asking. Not even asking. He's telling you that you did the cheat and 1-1 finally.
Oh, that's the only one I remember.
And another thing he's asking is, so what's the game for next week?
You know what? I want to get away from humiliating myself with NES games.
Okay.
Maybe I can humiliate myself on a PlayStation game,
Okay,
or
we could
maybe
do that.
a Dreamcast. Listen, I have a lot of games here. Let's see. We can choose from Super Nintendo. So sorry, SNES, NES, Genesis, a PlayStation, TurboGrafx 16. I have an Atari. We can play 2600 games. I have no problem with that one.
Dude,
Xbox 360, OG Xbox, Xbox One, PS1, 2, 3, 4, Dreamcast, Saturn, and N64. And I can play some PC games.
I was gonna ask you, did you ever find the controller so you could play Demolition Man?
Oh, that's 3DO. When I found the cable, I must
Oh
purchase it.
God,
Ladies and
yes,
gentlemen, if I get that
for sure.
cable, I am going to give you a treat because I have for the 3DO Demolition Man. Yes, that movie.
I love that
And it's
freaking game.
and the game stars Sylvester Stallone.
I'll be so into it.
So yes, I'm dying to play that game on stream so y'all can have a good old laugh.
All right. So let's see. What do you want to do for next week? Do you want to do on Dreamcast or what?
I'm down for whatever. Dreamcast, the first game I would nominate is Rayman 2, because you know I love that game.
All right, let's jump on that one then. So next week we'll do Rayman.
Rayman 2 for the Dreamcast it is.
Perfect.
I absolutely love that game. As a matter of fact, one of the things I wanted to talk about, the movie is great, but the game I heard sucks. Demolition Man?
Demolition Man.
The game is horrible. It's horrible. It's just the level of oh my godness that makes you want to play the game, because it's like, I can't believe they thought this was a good idea. Pretty much. But
I can't wait then.
what were we talking about prior? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about, because the developer that redid Crash and Spyro,
oh yeah,
went on record saying that they wanted to work on Banjo-Kazooie next.
Yeah,
and
they also
it started a mini con. No, they already brought back Spyro. They're working on another Spyro game.
That's what I meant.
But they were talking about what they like to work on next, and they brought up Banjo-Kazooie, and they said, "Listen, we've worked with Microsoft before. We'd love to work with them again." And I'm like, "Yes, please."
No, I'm okay with that.
But it made me think, what other mascot platformer would you want to have worked on again? And I want another 3D Rayman game.
I'd be okay with that. How about Bugsy?
I don't want anything to do with that furball. That thing can rot in hell for all I care.
They gotta bring him back. That'll be awesome.
No, they don't gotta. As a matter of fact, they already did. They re-released it on Steam like a few years ago. The fact that even happened shows that there's a problem with America.
They gotta bring him back.
I don't want to hear
it. It'll be a great treat for everybody, Willie.
No. See, you spelled curse wrong. Well, you said curse wrong.
Well, being that you're here in this level still. Oh wait, let me see what it says. Just play Total Recall. That game sucks too.
Yeah, but it sucks for totally different reasons.
Maybe
this sucks, but like imagine a mocap Sylvester Stallone running in place.
Oh Lord.
That's the kind of joy that I'm talking about.
Well, Willie, I just can't wait till all that comes back. So we can play, or you play that game, and we talk about more stuff. But we're reaching our hour limit, and I think we're good. I mean,
we are good.
You did your best, man. You did your best in Mario Brothers, and I gotta say, you made it far enough to a point where I could have been like, you know what? I'm proud of you.
You know what? Thank you very much. And I got far enough to where I got pretty far, considering I didn't use but one shortcut. Because I only used one.
Yeah, no, and that's the part I'm actually impressed that you actually did it. And I was like, good job, man.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm better at this game than I am at Mario 1. Mario
But
3, I don't know what to tell you. We have to find out one day.
But for sure, next week we're gonna see you how you do on Rayman. So I'm okay with that.
Oh, I love that game. I love that game so much. I'm gonna be so happy.
But guys, it's time. And I gotta say thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing live stream. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so we couple those amazing news and live streams 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. And as always, you know that Wednesdays are our live stream, so please join us. Let's have a good time and watch Willy play. And we may even switch it up a little bit. I might end up playing a game there, just so y'all can watch me play, and Willy talks about whatever's going on in the gaming industry while I'm dying. But still,
I want to see Punisher play Zombie Nation on the NES.
Zombie Nation.
Remember the John Trump video where he's playing Japanese shooters?
Oh God, yes.
And he's flying around New York as a head that kind of looks like Carl from Aqua Teen.
Yes,
that's the one.
I'll play it. John, you don't have to apologize, man. We're still thankful that you came to join us, even if you came in late. But hey, guess what? Better late than never, and I'm okay with that.
It's always cool when you're with us, dude.
Yeah, dude. And guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
I almost forgot to press out. Okay, now bye. Sorry, I forgot to press out. Later, bro.